Did you know that rest is not a luxury? That rest is not a reward? That rest is not something that you have to earn and work yourself into smithereens in order to get yourself some rest? Did you know that your need for rest doesn't have to be validated or explained to anyone? Did you know that there is power in embracing rest as a normal part of your wellness routine? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. If you didn't know, I want you to know that today. So before we get into that, let me tell you who I am. I am Dr. Nicola Sean, a nurse practitioner with a background in family medicine. On this channel, I talk about things related to health, wellness, nutrition, and travel. And on this channel, we are creating a life that we want to live rather than the one that has been assigned to us. And I want you to know that if you are a Black woman, there's a good chance that the life that has been assigned to you is one of exhaustion, is one of overworking, is one of doing way too much. There's a good chance that if you're a Black woman and you clicked on this video, that the life that has been assigned to you is one that has made you think that needing rest is not good for you. In fact, the life that has been assigned to you is probably one that has made you to believe that needing help is a sign of weakness, that you should be doing it all by yourself. And not only should you be doing it all by yourself, but you should be doing it all by yourself without rest and without the need to take a break. So, of course, those are all lies. Rest is essential to your health and well-being. Rest helps you to be able to heal. It helps you to be able to focus. It gives you the mental and cognitive clarity to dream and see beyond the current circumstances that you're in. There's so much power and value in rest. So there's a good chance that if you're a Black woman, statistically speaking, now I'm just going to pull out some data, okay? Statistically speaking, if you're a Black woman in America, there's a good chance that you have at least 2 jobs. In addition to those 2 jobs, there's a good chance that you have a side hustle and that you have at least 1, if not more, children, of whom you are the primary breadwinner. If you are married, there's a good chance that not only are you the primary breadwinner, but that you are also likely the head of the household spiritually. That you are the household manager, that you are ultimately in charge of keeping household in order, the children fed, the things going, right? There's a good chance that you are exhausted and that you are running on empty. In fact, you're probably running on fumes because your tank is likely less than empty. So let me just tell you that there is value in rest, and it's something that you and I have to prioritize in order to maintain our health, not only for now, but for our long-term overall wellness. Rest and health are non-negotiables. Yes, you'll hear me keep repeating that because I need you to recognize that. Rest and health are non-negotiables. The value of rest is so important. Rest powers our ambitions and it brings our ambitions to life. Rest gives us the bandwidth to dream. So there's a good chance that you're running from one task to another, to another, to another, and that you really don't even have the cognitive clarity and creativity to think outside of that so that you can see beyond the current set of circumstances that you're in. Rest will give you the ability to open the eyes of your mind and your heart to be able to see that there are other ways to progress without exhausting yourself. And actually, you'll discover that being overly busy is counterproductive to the goal. Whatever the goal is that you have in mind, being overworked and overbusy is counterproductive to the goal. Rest has antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits. It reduces stress in the body, in the mind. So rest is an essential component of the wellness plan. What did I say earlier? Rest and health, they're non-negotiables. So sleep alone is not enough. Yes, sleep is important, and I hope that you are getting at least 8 to 9 hours of sleep per night. But I want to be clear that I'm not talking about sleep when I'm talking about rest. These are two separate, essential things for overall health and well-being. If you've watched any of my other videos on this channel related to health, you probably recognize that I do value the importance of sleep as one of the pillars of our overall health. I believe that sleep is one thing that before you do anything else in order to get your health in order, that it is the number one thing that you should do is prioritize your sleep. However, I do want to make it clear that rest is separate than sleep. So, in addition to getting enough sleep per night, it is essential to take out time to rest. Let's talk about the definition of rest. It means to cease work or movement in order to relax, refresh oneself, or recover strength. Ceasing work or movement in order to relax, refresh oneself, or recover strength. That's what rest is. So rest and sleep are separate. Separate, both valuable, but separate. So there's a lie that you've probably been told. You've probably been told that rest is the privilege, that rest is the reward after a long day of hard work. But I would submit to you today that rest is an essential component to your wellness plan. I would submit to you that it's essential that you set aside time outside of sleep to rest, that you set aside time, which may be in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening before you go to bed, to rest. This may look like taking a time to pray, to meditate, to do yoga, to read. Whatever it is that you find restful, to close your eyes and just relax your mind, to breathe, to pause, to take a break. But resting is necessary and essential. There are so many benefits to rest, and more we're finding evidence that shows that there are amazing benefits of rest as a wellness practice. Our society has always valued productivity as the most effective way to add value to your life. However, I think that we're all recognizing, as more and more of us as Black women in particular are starting to experience burnout, exhaustion, increasing numbers of chronic health diseases. I'm sure that you all are seeing these women who are having heart attacks and strokes prematurely. We're beginning to realize that this is the result of overworking, stress, and not allowing ourselves to rest. I believe that the tides are beginning to turn, that things are beginning to shift, that we're beginning to recognize that there is no return on investment of working yourself into an early grave. That there's no return on that nobody is going to look at you and say, oh, you've worked so hard, let's have you take some time and rest. No. I think many of us are beginning to realize that the reward for hard work is more work. that the system is rigged, that you have to be the one to decide that rest is the priority. I know that I personally had to sit down with myself a few years ago, and I am a formerly overworked nurse. And yes, I had to sit down with myself a few years ago and determine what my priorities were, because I was working back to back to back. You know, if you know a nurse, you know, or you seen them out in these YouTube streets, you know that we as nurses, we can work and work and work and work. We can have three to four to five to six to seven jobs. And yes, the money comes in, but at what cost? What is the cost? The cost is your health. The cost is your happiness. The cost is joy. The cost is peace of mind. And to me, I know that I came to a conclusion that that rest and health for me are non-negotiables. They're non-negotiables. I think that we are starting to recognize that we have to prioritize rest for ourselves. Nobody's going to give it to us. It has to be a component of our wellness. And I love the work of the Black women that I admire out here. I love being able to just indulge in the knowledge that they're sharing and their sharing of their gifts. But I also love to see that these women are coming to a place where they're recognizing that rest is also more important than work. And I want to mention Stephanie Perry and Alecia Renece and Octavia Rahim as those who are giving a voice to the value of us as Black women taking time out to rest for our health, for our well-being, for our creativity. So I'm so grateful for the work that they are doing in the space, at least in the corners of the internet where I'm at. Alecia Renece in particular has several videos on the value of rest and the different ways in which rest has helped to heal her. And yes, for me being a nurse, I have seen what happens to someone when they overwork themselves. And let me tell you, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Health is one of those things that is given to you as a gift. And I would submit to you to take care of your health. So rest creates mental space, gives us clarity to move our lives and health toward achieving the things that we desire to accomplish. And there are so many benefits of rest. I know that for me, in prioritizing rest, I had to allocate time to rest on my calendar, because otherwise my calendar was going to be full and busy and doing things for people and, you know, volunteering and working. And I recognized that I had choices and I had to choose me, because if I don't choose me, who's going to choose me? Who's going to choose me? I have to choose me. And let me tell you, you have a choice. Choose yourself. Choose rest as a way to maintain and promote your health and wellness. Put it on your calendar. Set aside time. Specify periods of time throughout your day. Rest in the morning when you get up. Yes, it's okay. When you get up from sleep, rest. Rest in the afternoon. Rest in the evening before bed. You are doing your body so much good by resting. You are unleashing healing powers, healing properties, anti-inflammatory, mind-regulating hormones into your body by taking the time to rest. You are allowing your body and your mind to reset and to recover. Put it on your calendar if you need to. I know a lot of people like to do time blocks in order to be productive, right? So put rest as an essential component on your calendar, where you cut off your phone and you turn off your ringer and you're not checking emails and you're not online, because I promise you, being online is not restful to your mind. So disengaging from things such as social media and Black trauma. are things that will help you rest your mind. Not only do I encourage you to rest for your own health, but I encourage you to practice rest regularly so that you can learn how to master the practice of rest without shame and without guilt. Because when I'm looking at a lot of women who are deciding to take time out to rest, what I'm recognizing is that we haven't had very much practice resting, and it requires practice. Anything that's new requires practice. So practice mastering the ability to rest without shame and without guilt and without needing to do more to make up for your rest. And pass the ability to rest on to your daughters. Resting peacefully without worry or concern. Pass that on to your daughters. What a beautiful gift to give. I want you to know that you deserve rest. Not because of how hard you've worked, not because of all the things that you produced, but because of who you are. You deserve rest. Your body deserves rest. Every day, you deserve rest. So many benefits to rest. So that is all that I have for you today. Thank you so much for taking time out to watch this video on rest. Tell me down in the comments if you're taking time out to rest or how you're going about doing that. And if you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And please subscribe to my channel for more videos related to things like this so that I can be sure to provide you with good information. Thank you so much for watching, and just always remember that you are beautiful and that you deserve rest. Your health is your wealth. Thank you so much. Bye.